touch anything. Everything you see in here is either haunted, cursed, or been used in some sort of ritualistic practice. Nothing's a toy. Not even the toys.
The horrors continue once again in The Conjuring Last Rites, one of few new movies I'll be reviewing this week on CJ at the Movies, along with the latest collaboration between Denzel Washington and Spike Lee. I'm Christopher Zweig. Let's take a look. Our first movie is The Conjuring Last Rites, which is said to be the final entry in this horror franchise based on the paranormal cases of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga once again reprised their roles, and as much as I've grown weary of the demons and jump scares that seem to indulge the audience, I actually liked it for its emotional weight, especially with the Warrens' traumatic past when they nearly lost their daughter Judy, now played by Mia Tomlinson. The time is 1986 and she's about to marry her boyfriend if only she can get rid of the demons in her life. The Warrens, who are also on a hiatus, are called back into action when the Snurl family in Pennsylvania are faced with paranormal activity, kudos to an old mirror, so I guess this would also be like The Conjuring through the looking glass.
Once we start, there's no going back.
Mommy!
Anything can happen. And most likely anything will.
Last Rites may seem like a copy of the first movie, with the main victims being an all-girl family and the demons seem like a desperate attempt to scare people, but there are moments worth seeing, especially with Farmiga and Tomlinson's good work, and some of the beautifully photographed images. I stick to the original film, but this sequel makes better choices than the last entry, The Devil Made Me Do It. Our next movie is Highest to Lowest, the latest collaboration of Denzel Washington and director Spike Lee, both of whom are remaking Akira Kurosawa's film High and Low. This time Washington plays the record mogul David King.
It's integrity, that's what you stand for. What you think?
I think you gotta be a little crazy sometimes in this world to get what you want.
His son and friend get kidnapped, but the kidnappers hold the wrong kid hostage. King contemplates on paying the ransom money while his friend, Jeffrey Wright, who is the father of that hostage, begs for his help.
I know what it is to risk everything you have for something that you want. I know what that means, to have nothing and want everything.
What is that? Insurance. That's Jake from State Farm.
The first part of the story gets corny, but the second part picks up the pace, especially when a chase sequence takes place during the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and when we get a confrontation in rap form and even a small rap music video. Highest to Lowest continues the connection between Lee and Washington based on his filmmaking and his acting, and they're both able to represent the right themes in their movies, and in different angles, they're able to break some rules. Next up, Splitsville, the latest collaboration between Angelo, Covino, and Kyle Marvin, who both gave us The Climb. This is another tragic comedy, but it deals with divorces and open relationships. As the movie begins, Marvin is told by his wife, Adrina Ajorna, that she's unfaithful and wants to divorce him.
I've been unfaithful.
Just one time? 2? Please don't make me count 3.
Carrie!
He runs away and reunites with his married friends, played by Covino and Dakota Johnson, in their Long Island home. Unlike him, they're in an open relationship, which we all know means they can be together while sleeping with other people.
By the way, Julie and I had sex last night. Together.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not fucking kidding you.
When Marvin comes home to Adorna, she already has enough ex-lovers staying over.
You guys are so inspiring. I hope I'm this mature when I'm your age.
We're not that old. Go to bed.
Splitsville might detract your attention with the complications and other spouses along the way, but it will keep you involved with the main characters and how their relationships aren't as romantic as they would have hoped. I like some of the role reversals between Marvin and Covino when they attack each other, as well as Johnson delivering the right tone, and there's even a fish scene that had me rolling in the aisles the way Roger Ebert laughed at that parakeet scene in Dumb and Dumber. This is a strange but effective comedy about the complications of relationships, and it works. And our last movie is The Thursday Murder Club, the latest film from Mrs. Doubtfire and Home Alone director Chris Columbus, which is already a hit on Netflix, and it's a cute if not perfect whodunit comedy. It tells the story of English retirees who engage in a weekly whodunit game in their Thursday Murder Club. They consist of Helen Mirren as a former spy, Pierce Brosnan as a former trade unionist, and Ben Kingsley as a former psychiatrist, and they welcome a new member played by Celia Imrie.
Now we've got a real case to solve, isn't it wonderful?
Obviously, R.I.P. and all that.
When the co-owner of the retirement home has been murdered, it's up to the Thursday Murder Club to turn their weekly whodunit game into a reality.
What we need is a man or a woman on the inside.
Would you like to be investigating the murder?
Who do you think you are, the head of MI5? We better get started.
Yes, intermediate knitting starts here in 1 hour.
The Thursday Murder Club isn't at the Knives Out level in terms of its ending and pacing, which shouldn't feel rushed, but the pieces of this puzzle do fit, and the actors are able to have fun with their characters while trying to take the case seriously. It's something that Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez are pulling off successfully in Only Murders in the Building. It chooses not to be irritating or stereotypical with the characters, but rather sweet and honest. Recapping this week's new movies, thumbs up for The Conjuring Last Rites, thumbs up for Highest to Lowest, thumbs up for Splitsville, and thumbs up for the Thursday Murder Club. Well, those are the new movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies.